Alright, here we go. The Torque NASCAR Series live on Lyra Sports. The run to the finish heats up with the Thrilla at Zilla. This track has played host to some intense races in recent memory. The RNCS Season 7 opener when the rookie in his first start, Love, held off the field for his first career win. Or back to INCS Season 4 when Dawson was able to keep the hard-charging field at bay and keep his championship hopes alive. Or back to RNCS Season 11 in a side-by-side battle to the line between Adder and Techno, with Techno taking the checkered flag. One thing's certain, and that is we'll be seeing non-stop action here tonight. Hello everyone, I'm Vapid Gamer, and joining me tonight per usual, it's the Gamer Boy and DRM. And our new guest pit reporter tonight, Daniel One Plainview, is joining us. Welcome guys. We got 4 races to go. The championship is all but locked up by DLJ, barring any unforeseen circumstances, but the race is on for those team captain spots. DRM.
Hello, my name's DRM. Alright, I'm going to be taking you through the points right now on the points leaderboard. First of all, let's give congratulations to DLJ, who's holding first in the leaderboard with 445 points. He separates him and Maggio by 94 points with 351. But that's not who we're here to talk about today. We're talking about not third through 9th place in the leaderboard, who are all close to each other in numbers. Let's first start off with third, with Venomous Adder at 296. He separates him and Stig by 15 points. Going down the line, Stig and Love are separated by 3 points. Love and Leadfoot by 10. Leadfoot and Josh by 6. Josh and Powers by 6 yet again. And Powers and Magnus by 42, which are highly not the closest, but closest in reality. Alright, and these guys are the guys you need to watch out for because they will be the ones fighting for the 5 captain spots who are currently open for next season. Am I right, Vapid?
That is correct. And yeah, like you said, those last team captain spots, Adder just dropped out of the race. He more than likely will not be racing next season. So there's really 3 up for grabs. It seems DLJ and Maggio have locked up those top 2. And
yes,
let's go to Gamer Boy. Last week we saw a crazy race, and DLJ ended up taking the checker flag. What you got for us?
Yeah, man. So Stig, he got out to a quick lead, real early on, but it didn't last long, unfortunately for him. He would end up surrendering it to DJ. Not much of a surprise there. Very fast. He would go on to lead until the Gauss Champ lap 99. Start with our second stage, we saw a bunch of chaos, countless wrecks, everybody was going everywhere. And then, a faulty propping at the track, a light bulb kept falling down, and it was causing major problems on the front stretch, which then added to 2 lobby restarts. DLJ and Maggio would then end up battling for the lead late, but DJ would ultimately pick up his 4th win of the season. Once again, no surprise there.
Yes, Gamer Boy. One more thing to note about last week is that GamerStig received a strike after last week's run-in with Dude Molisher. He didn't receive a points penalty, so he had already pulled it off and finished last anyway. But in just 12 races out of 16, guys, we've tied the record for different winners in a TNS season. So that leads me to my question for y'all. Do we see a new face in Victory Lane tonight?
I certainly think so.
I believe we may not, because this throws off a lot of experience from the old guys on this, as we were saying, tons of different series from tons of different years. I think we're probably going to see an old-timer win it.
I don't know.
Sorry.
I think Glenna, the young gun, has a chance after his performance at Talladega. I think he has a place to shine here in Torque.
I don't think any of those things are far-fetched, guys. This is a medium track, but it drives sort of similar to a super speedway. You do have to drive those corners, but Gamer Boy, I think experience is really going to play into that, so I think we might see a repeat winner. I won't make a prediction yet until we see the action on the track, but if you guys do have a prediction, who do you think it's going to be?
I think Maggio. He was running real strong last week. I think he'll be able to keep that up.
I'm going to have to go with my boy Glenna. I think he's young, and he has a lot of talent, and he has a lot to show these older guys out here on the track.
DRM, going back to Talladega, you ended up predicting that he would win that race, and he did indeed get his first career win. And with that being said, one more thing I want to mention is welcoming a new face to our broadcast team, Mr. Daniel One Plainview. He's going to be covering the race from pit road tonight, so he'll be our roving pit reporter. Welcome, Daniel.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. This is my first Torque NASCAR experience, and so far it's amazing. You guys are very professional. Well, I hope I can do as well.
So, Daniel, with this being your first ever Torque NASCAR Series event, what do you think is going to excite you most about tonight's race?
It's the battles. That's I want to be down right on the pit lane, and I just want to see the battles.
Well, for sure, we're going to see a lot of that tonight. It's going to be close racing. In the past, we've had 3 different races here. Twice in RNCS, like I had mentioned earlier, once in INCS, and both produced some heavy pack racing events. But here we go. Take you through the starting grid for tonight's race, and get that pulled up in 1 second.
Are they in the extra race lobby? And if so, can you send them in back?
Yep, I got you. I got everybody when we get in there.
Hopefully you can't hear my spaghetti noises. I'm eating spaghetti, garlic bread, and drinking pop.
Heard it here first. There's Gamer Boy with his food up here in the booth.
Wait, can you or can you not hear it?
No, you're fine. That's good.
Don't miss tonight at midnight. Midnight Cooking with Gamer Boy. We'll be making his spaghetti live.
That's live here on Lyra Sports after the coverage of this race.
Oh,
Let's
it's
take.
a potluck. All right. I didn't bring anything, but
Yeah, I got my
napkins.
Drink them, eat them if you got them.
Nope. Where we will make my famous burnt-ass burgers, hated on by both Jeremy and Agnes.
We apologize for that language.
Stove.
He's got a clean stove. Let's take you through the field for tonight's starting lineup. On row 1, we've got Giraffe and DLJ. And then back to row 2, we have Jeremy and Varmint with a great qualifying run for him.
All right, Vappy, where do you want me to park at here?
You can go ahead and just park it near pit road.
I'm right here. That's it.
I'll take my place. And where were we on the starting grid? And then back to I believe row 3. And that's going to be Love and Leadfoot. And then back to Gamerstig and Maggio. Then Halverson and AJK, DMX and Blackjack, Captain and Boost. Another row for them. Dude Molisher and Hammerman. Then back to Glenna and Goodfella. And then Bulldogs and Fat. And then, of course, Cameron and Joshua, DJ the Foxer, and Magnus, who did not post a time tonight. So here we go.
Still need an invite.
Yep, I got you. I apologize for my faulty controller.
I can't wait this garlic bread is awesome.
Let's see, line it up.
And heading into tonight's race, we're going to be looking at who can shake up the points leaderboard. As far as the 3rd through 9th place goes.
It's going to be all about those team captain spots, like we said earlier. The championship is pretty much locked up here by DLJ. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see.
Maggio's really going to have to work hard if he wants to close that 94 points gap.
I think it's going to take a DLJ missing a race for him to get up there. But he's put together a pretty strong season so far. It just seems DLJ has put together a stronger one. We sit 2 by 2, and here we go. As they will roll it into the restart zone. Fans on their feet. 2 by 2. Here they come. Race number 13 is underway. Here we go, heading into turn 1, they'll fan out. As they rocket down the back straightaway for the first time. Love controls the field for the moment. Giraffe underneath him is going to take back the lead. DLJ tries to look underneath him. Can't get there. Here we go, coming off of the corner. Looks as though Giraffe is going to lead lap 1.
Maggio sends it 5 wide and Wood with the second place, catching up the game mistake.
And what we'll see here, guys, we'll see these packs start to maybe fan out a little bit. Remember, you have to drive these corners. Some let-off it's optional, but you're probably going to want to if you're going to get around this place successfully. EJK in that front pack. Good to see him up there. Maggio to the front.
Maggio's handling his car very well going through the turns.
Gamer's
Currently right now, Boost with the fastest lap of the race at 24.306.
Those lap times will continue to go down as the race goes on. Remember, 99 laps here. Unlike last week, we saw 198 laps. This is not a doubleheader event, since it is a medium track, as you're seeing some guys drifting to the bottom there. Field all tightly packed together still. And right now it's not about if we'll see the yellow, it's when. As we see someone has lost the pack. It's Fat. Won the Clash at Daytona a couple weeks ago. Oh, we got contact there.
30 up into Ride.
There's AJK and Ride Lightning.
That's sure going to create conflict in the garage.
Oh, we got a car going around on the front
Magnus is
stretch.
around.
It's Magnus. We'll see what
is waiting.
Goodfella goes around as well. This might bring out our first caution of the night. We'll see how they race back. Keep an eye on our leaders, DLJ and Gamerstig. And here comes Halverson.
Oh, there's another contact here by the pit lane.
Some cars coming down pit lane, but here we go. Coming down for the caution. DLJ's got it. Some cars wrecked. Coming to the line. Looks like Ride did. Actually, I don't believe it was a caution, guys. A blunder from the broadcast booth here. My bad. We stay green. Boost is waiting on someone. Looks like he may have gotten into... Not sure who it was back there. But we'll keep an eye on this front pack as it starts to spread out now. Those mini accidents, we talk about it time and time again. Spreads out these fields. Cat the Mouse Cop looking for the lead. And then, of course, Leadfoot. We know how good he is on these ovals. Oh, Fat. Or no, that's Glenna who got loose off of the bumper of AJK. Now, Daniel, you're up there in the action. What's it like down there?
There's contact on this side. They've been right on the exit of pit lane. Have been a lot of bumping.
Remember, that first pit window does open at lap number 15.
15? Okay. What lap are you on now?
We'll get a lap check here in just 1 second. I failed to pull up a stream when I...
Ooh, heavy contact.
Some contact
Between
in the
what
back.
looks like Jeremy, DJ, and Love. It's like Jeremy possibly got loose, but nobody spun, so...
They gathered up quickly. Very impressive from this front pack to stay together like this.
Wow.
I'm going to change my sniper settings. We're going to do a very fast commercial break here. We're back. You see this front pack. Three behind them, or rather 4. Sort of losing the draft, but they'll get back with it here.
A little bumping going on there.
Oh, and we have a death on the
DJ
track.
is
DJ goes
around.
around. I think Hammerman jumped out of his car, guys. I believe, I'm not sure, we didn't catch what happened, but his car is sitting up. Hammerman's car is sitting
I
up.
hope we have the paramedics here somewhere.
Oh no!
Oh, big flip!
Whoa!
Huge crash. Oh, they keep sliding in. They just keep coming in. What is going on here?
Boy,
Heavy hits. It's almost like they didn't know it
A lot
was...
of cars caught up into that.
We're gonna have to... I don't know what happened there. I'm clueless. They just kept coming in to the corner there. Just nobody letting off. I believe, yeah, they're gonna try to get his car off the track. It's still sitting up there. It looks like Jeremy's gonna do that. I'll take the time to get ourselves a lap check here. Pull up a stream. So that's going to bring out our first caution of the night.
Just when you think the races can't get any more exciting.
I know, last week we saw the light poles, and this week we got Hammerman's car to start us off.
Is that the first time someone's jumped out of their vehicle?
That's definitely not the first time that I know of, but for TNS, I'm not sure. But yeah, I've been in a few races in my career that someone's actually jumped out of their car and died. Interesting to see it up here, but this is very interesting because this happened 1 lap before the opening of the pits. So once they take the green flag, I'll send it off to you, Daniel. They'll be coming your way. And we'll see who, in fact, does choose to go down pit road. We've seen a lot of trickery on these super speedway to medium type tracks. And even some road courses. We saw it at Roval Raceway a few weeks ago. But here we go, into the restart zone once again. Leadfoot is the control car. And he hits the gas. And here we go. Coming into the first corners here. Any takers? And we'll send it off to you, Daniel.
Looks like Magnus is gonna take the wall.
Gamer Stig's pitting. The only one is Gamer Stig.
Oh, and that's gonna hurt him.
First one to pit, and the only one to pit on that lap.
That looks like it's gonna give Love a chance to get some points on him.
That's gonna hurt him because he's gonna lose the draft big time here. Do not want to be the only one pitting on a super speedway as they crash into the outside retaining wall in turns 1 and 2. DLJ and Maggio.
Here. We got Black Jack, Giraffe, Leadfoot, Powers, Jeremy, Hammer, Goodfella, the whole pack just pitted.
Looks like
DJ Maggio still in the pit lane. DJ just exiting, Maggio just exiting.
And that was big because
half the pack that just pitted.
Yeah, they had to get down as soon as they could because that was the caution lap. So now we're gonna have to sort out the pits here on this yellow. And Glenna had gotten out to a massive lead. I figured he was a lap car out there, but no, he was in the lead. And as they'll go single file, drivers will have the option to take their pits here. They'll go one by one. Drivers that already pitted will be able to move up if the drivers ahead of them do so choose to take their pit stops. And it looks like I'd expect everybody who did not come down pit road to take their pits right here. And guys, we've seen some crazy close racing, and we've seen some intense accidents here. And I'm thinking we'll see more of the same going forward. One thing to note for the viewers is that these guys have to shoot their cars to get the wrenches in pit lane to work, to fix their damage. That's why at the beginning of these races you see these guys doing that, especially after pit windows. And you know, sometimes it can be tricky. Sometimes when it goes green after a pit window, you need your car shot, and someone could accidentally pop you in the head and cause an accident.
Damn, I wonder when that happened.
I've seen it happen a few times.
Well, I mean, you're dying what you love doing.
First lap update, we have Jeremy with a 24.002.
Whoa. Putting down the fucking time, so.
Really fast lap there. Let's see if anybody can top that. And here we go. Second restart of the night. Already a few yellows here early, guys. Green flag's back in the air, and you see Giraffe immediately jumps down in behind Jeremy. But they'll fan out here. Going in the first corners. We got contact coming down the front straightaway. Giraffe goes to the low side. His first pit window has cycled all the way through. Everybody chose to take their pit stop on that caution. They've been clean so far on this restart. There's Blackjack going for the race lead. They're 3 wide. And the ride's going to try to make it 4 wide. Looks.
Oh, 25
doesn't have
is
the
around.
room.
Oh.
That's Cat the Mouse Cop. And Bulldog's getting into it. And Captain's luck has continued to not be with him.
Appears to me he just spun it. No one really around him.
He collected Bulldogs up in that incident, unfortunately, and they're going to lose the draft, but they'll have to try everything they can to work together and try and catch this field. And for sure they more than likely will catch a caution here.
I mean, the field's pretty bunched up right now. I thought that caution would kind of separate the fields in the smaller groups like you usually see, but it looks like it didn't happen this time.
Maggio and Gamerstig going at it for the race lead. Gamerstig, or rather Blackjack, looks underneath. He goes to the lead. Giraffe with him as well. And there's the 22 car. DMX slides up in front of the field. Oh, and he gets contact from Maggio, who sends him into Blackjack. They save it. Close quarters racing like we're seeing here, guys, as we get a crash. Big crash. Halverson up and over once again. He lands on his wheels as they race back to the caution. Oh, and more contact after we get to the caution. That's going to be at lap number 23.
Man, hopefully he got a puke bag in that car.
He's going to need one because he's taken a few tumbles so far tonight. Let's get our third caution. Now, Daniel, you had a front row seat for that. What was it like down there?
Exciting. No, actually, it was kind of on the far end. I could barely see it, but I did see a car go get airborne.
See some intense racing here in NASCAR, and especially at a medium track like the one we're seeing tonight. Maggio, the control car, with Giraffe to his outside. The green flag is back in the air. They try to get single file for the moment. You see all these guys going in line, trying to get slipstream off the next driver.
No, the sun's coming up.
And the sun is coming up from behind those mountains.
Here comes the sun.
Cameron Boy's beautiful voice.
Please do not copyright me.
And that's beautiful going around that one turn and just seeing that beautiful sunset coming up over that mountain. Gosh.
Leaves the sun rise.
As Dude Mollishore's around.
Oh.
Oh!
To catch up with what happened to her, but she goes around off the bumper of someone. We don't know who. The battle up front continues. Blackjack and here's Boost. He is in the mix as well. Oh, and he gets loose off the corner. And you get very loose coming off the corner. We see two distinct packs forming now. The front pack is broken away. Ride leads the charge in that second. They're very unorganized right now, so they're going to have to try everything they can to get up to that next pack. And how about Blackjack through the middle, Maggio to the outside. And DLJ finds a run. He's bringing Leadfoot with him, along with AJK behind them. They're about 5 wide going into that first corner.
They were 5 wide.
Seen anything like that before, Daniel?
No. They're
These
5
guys,
wide again.
These guys are
Two
crazy.
packs.
Oh, look at them go all the way up to the outside wall, bouncing off of it even. Oh, we got a car upside down. Ride saves it.
And Varmint.
Oh,
What
Varmint.
page is what looks like Halverson.
They came down on him.
We've been hearing his name a lot with these cautions.
I don't think that not sure if that's going to bring out the yellow, but Halverson having a rough go at it tonight. Oh, we see a car hit the wall. Heavy contact there. And we see DMX goes underneath the white line rather. He'll give the spots up. Remember, you cannot advance your position on the apron. And it seems to me they're getting really, really tight off of turn 4 there. Similar to what we saw last week.
Been real close racing. When do you think the next yellow's gonna come out?
Oh, the way this
5
pack is
wide
racing.
again.
Any second. This front group is moving along. Go back to the second. They're crashing. Ooh. Maybe not.
We're good. They saved it.
Big save from 3 of those guys: Magnus, Bulldogs, and Glenna.
To be Glenna.
And Halverson right in the thick of it too. Here we go. It's all about this.
Moving fast.
They've got a full head of steam right now, and they are not giving each other any inches. Nowhere to go as you see Captain looking for a run.
That was 7 wide, by the way.
7 wide. That's,
I don't think I've ever seen that.
it's insanity. We got these wide front stretch and back stretch though. Plays a big role as we see contact. Oh, Maggio goes around. Josh is in it, and so is Blackjack. Will this bring out the yellow?
Well,
Josh, that's going to hurt him on the points because he's 7th right now.
Ooh, and Maggio got a hard shot from Hammerman as well. Missed that. Just saw it on the stream though. But here we go. The race back to the caution, and DLJ looks like he's going to be the control car on this next restart. See, one of our spectators has left the building. Wish my character would not keep inching forward. That's what happens with the broken controller though.
He's just trying to get his steps in.
Yeah, seems like it. Very annoying.
Oh, as Glenna's out of his car. Select to shoot it.
And here we go. Give us a slow roll here. Not even halfway home yet, guys. We've seen a lot of action.
The racing can only get better from here.
That's what they say. And here we go. Green flag.
Captain Mousecup immediately charging.
Yeah, he's probably frustrated. He's had some unfortunate incidences there in the back, and he's looking to get back up to the front. You see him rocket down the back straightaway. DLJ and Gamerstig, we talk about how good those guys are on the road courses, but man, they've been just as good, if not even better, on the ovals. As you see, DLJ's looking for room there. Those front four have sort of broken away. AJK and DMX gonna latch on. Gamerstig goes to the lead with Love behind him. Love's won here before. He's the only driver in this field that has a win here. And that was his first career win and his first ever start. Mentioned that at the top of the stream. See Jeremy.
Looks like a broadcast blooper here.
Someone, DRM has got a visitor, apparently.
Sorry about that.
Somebody wanted his autograph.
Hey, what can I say? Can't refuse a fan out here in the grandstands.
Well, they're pushing and shoving Magnus.
He saves it.
What a save. He got some contact from Gamerstig there. And he almost went around, but he had a big save.
Magnus is one who wants to keep on his toes right now, having that 42 gap between him and Powers. If I was him, I'd be focused on trying to close that.
And he's battling with Jeremy right now. Nose to tail.
Talk about intensity.
As this pack grows and the field is converging. See one car slow on the outside. It's Cameraman. He's going to let everyone by. It looks like. And I believe we're coming down to that second pit window. I believe that's going to open at lap 45. It's 5 laps away. As this pack rages on. How about Captain Mousecop? He's found himself back up with the leaders. See him exit turn 4. Boost gets loose off of the bumper of Glenna. And DMX goes to the lead. Well, I wouldn't... Oh... The captain gets into DMX. Saves it. I don't know how they're saving it off of that corner, man. It's just... They're getting really touchy with the bumpers here. And remember, these bumpers do not line up on these hot rings. Ooh, Jeremy's gonna bring DMX up to the wall. Ride after his moment. He's back up with the front pack. Let's go a bit further back. Dude Molisher is losing the draft. Looks as though Fat is as well. And Hammerman. And Giraffe, who scored the pole here tonight. Looking pretty racy. Could he pick up his first career win? We'll have to find out. There's Jeremy. Trying to get in behind Gamerstig on the bottom, but that's going to stack him up. And here we go. Sending it down to Daniel. We got a crash. Coming down pit lane. Looks like he's going to have to back it down pit lane. DMX is. He got spun coming onto pit lane. We're having trouble hearing Daniel down there. We'll get back to him as soon as we can. Let's go back to pit lane.
There I am. Yeah, DMX got spun entering the pit lane there.
And here we go.
And Gamer Stick DJ Magnus gets hit in the pit lane. But he saved it.
And that's going to leave Leadfoot and Maggio out front. And of course that pack behind them of Josh, Boost, and Varmint. What do? Do they stay out here or do they come in? Looks like what they're trying to do here is...
Staying out.
Yeah, they're going to try and gap that pack they were with. I don't know how easy that's going to be with only 2 cars in this pack, but that's definitely what they're going to do.
I tell you what, 10th in points to 14, which is Boost, DMX, Lightning, Harrison, and Giraffe are pretty close, and that might hurt DMX coming into that close points battle.
They're still staying out.
And so is that second pack. Let's look back to what could be the lead pack once everything circles back. You see them still racing hard. That may help these front 2 a little bit, but I don't know, it's hard to tell with only 2 cars, and it looks like here they come.
In.
That pack behind them is going to stay out. Where will they circle back out? And looks like they're going to latch onto that pack. Didn't hurt him too bad, but it also didn't help. As you see Leadfoot, yeah, he's going to end up getting back with their slipstream. Now it's all about these guys. What are they going to do here?
They're all pitting. They're all coming in, all 3 of them. There's Cam and Josh, Boosty Boost, and Barman.
And that is probably going to hurt them. They stayed out a little too long, didn't have good enough slipstream train going, and they're going to find themselves behind that lead pack. We'll ride with them too. And then all the way in the back, it's Goodfella and Fat. And there's Bulldogs and Hammerman. Love's looking pretty good tonight. What do you guys think?
He's looking fantastic.
Thanks, Daniel. Thanks, Daniel, for Daniel's gonna be promoted to color commentator here in a couple weeks for sure. He's gonna get a quick promotion. He's been given.
This is my first day. My first day. I'm trying my best here.
You're impressing on your first day on the job. I am thoroughly impressed, and we'd love to have you for more broadcasts for sure.
He's maxing out the internship.
This is fun. This is like real NASCAR, man. It's amazing.
To be honest, I can't say much about the race because someone never sent me an invite to join the race, so...
I mean, you got the cautions,
figured,
the crashes, and the controversy.
Figured my old booth mate over here, Gamer Boy, would have gotten you one. But with that being said, I'll get you one.
Huh?
I don't,
I gotta forget what we're talking about.
But, you know, talking about Love, I think he's running pretty well, and I think this is going to work out great for him. I mean, he's 3 points behind Gamer Stig, and if he can keep up this solid run and finish at least 2 spots above Stig, he may have a chance to pass Stig in the points and possibly land one of those captain spots, one of the 5 captain spots.
It's been a while since Love's been a captain. So he's definitely, for sure, he's going to do everything he can. He's got to put himself in the right position.
What did he call his team?
I believe it was... Oh, as Jeremy spins by himself. Not sure if he got a little help or what, but he... Oh, and he's coming back up into the pack.
It's like he made an excellent spun against AJK's back bumper.
Trying to get back up with in the field. He made contact with Leadfoot there. That was pretty dangerous, but gathers it back up. He'll get back in contention.
In finicky cars, even the smallest contact, you never know how they're going to react. It could send you up, it could be like a bump draft, it could send you to another state. You just never know.
Well, back to, I'll finish what I was saying, back to Love's team name. It was a very derogatory term in Asian letters. Something we can't say on air. Oh, as we got contact between Stig and Magnus. And this pack just keeps losing drivers.
Text me whatever you just tried to say. So I can back up for him. But it does look like we go to caution.
And Jeremy's spinning down the front stretch. Yes, we are under caution once again.
And the yellow light flashes.
Well, we're just about halfway through, so this could be our halftime break here.
Is this the current weather?
I believe it is, and that's another good.
Clear skies.
It's a good point you bring up, Daniel, because in TNS tracks that are set to current weather, we do rain delays whenever a shower passes through. So it could be something.
Really? Wow.
Could be something to look for.
Is that when I go out there with the umbrella and interview the drivers as they're waiting for the rain delay to pass?
Of course, of course.
For this moment, I will be right back. I'm getting me some spaghetti.
You go get that spaghetti, gamer boy. You know, I think we're going to take this opportunity to go down and see if we can get an interview or two.
Alright.
I'll be right back. Let's see. Are we in our 5-minute break?
5-minute push.
Alright, let's see if we can dial up here. I'm gonna take a guess, take a lucky guess. Let's see if we can talk to Giraffe. You got a copy, Giraffe? Well, you scored the pole for tonight's race. You've been running up front, been dodging a lot of the wrecks. What's it gonna take to put that #1 machine in victory lane tonight?
They're not funny.
Alright, thanks for talking. Ooh. Uh-oh. We got a fight. We got a fight down there, it seems.
That's a party foul.
Got a death on the track. That's the second one of the night.
Are you gonna clean up your mess? Come move this car out of the way.
So we got some shenanigans going down on the track. We got a chance to talk to Giraffe briefly. But quick recap, guys. We've seen a lot of wrecks. We've seen Halverson, who's had an unfortunate race tonight. He's gone upside down more than once. Yeah, I don't remember the last time that we've seen a driver go upside down more than one time in a race. But this is just a product of this type of racing. I mean, we see it time and time again. We saw it at Talladega. This is really the first time we've been on a medium-sized oval with these broadcasts. And these things drive similar to super speedways, but you just got to drive them a little bit more. And now, Daniel, for your first race, has this lived up to everything you thought it would be?
Quick thing, Daniel went into the game chat with you.
Uh-oh, and
he has returned.
We got some bad news. We got Varmint has called it a night. Either probably through lag, but Varmint is going to take it to the garage area and he will not continue on tonight.
So what these new motors are putting in these cars, man, a lot of engines blowing up.
Saw some troubles from some guys last week, but they had a crush. They were able to rejoin the race in the second half, and especially with those cautions and restarts for the pole falling down on the track, it gave them an opportunity. But looks like Varmint probably not going to get an opportunity to continue on here tonight. Therefore,
oh, what happened?
We had some shenanigans go down.
He got booted from the race?
No, he actually lagged out. But while you were away, we had a fight between Jeremy and Dude Molisher down there.
Oh.
Who won?
I believe Jeremy was...
Look at that, Jeremy beating on girls. That's what?
That is
It's like
uncalled
A
for,
joke.
Gamer Boy.
That was a joke. It was a joke.
Okay.
Ah.
I feel like I should make my gamer tag. It was a joke, boy. 555.
Side lane, I don't really care. Alright, we are good. Here we go. Looks like our 5-minute break is over, and they're going to roll it into the restart zone. 38 minutes in. Pretty fast race. Just over halfway. Still got a long way to go. The race is only beginning, guys. Green flag back in the air. Go down the back straightaway. DLJ goes to the race lead once again.
Maggio got a real slingshot up to the front there. Off of Magnus.
Maggio's hungry. He's got a good car. And he's not afraid to show it. Close
And he's hunting for that
contact.
championship.
They fan out.
15 laps.
Big move by Gamersig all the way to the bottom for the lead. And he's only going to have it momentarily. Because here comes Giraffe and Maggio to follow suit. As the sun is setting here. Could see this race potentially end in darkness.
Can we get a quick lap check?
On lap number 62 of 99, remember one more pit window to go. It's coming in just a few laps.
Contact. You got a car that's got spun around.
It's Halverson in the back and someone else, I believe. It was Fat. Fat's had a rough night. He had a really, really good run at Talladega. Obviously won the Clash just a few weeks ago at Daytona. Having a rough go of it tonight. He also had a good run at Roval Raceway. Remember back to that race. Here we go. We're 3-4 wide for the lead. DLJ's going to make it 5 wide. You really just got to go for any sort of hole you can find here. Try to keep these runs moving. That's the key to this type of racing, is just to keep the flow. A lot less wrecks happen that way. And here we go. Contact. Oh. Comes over, they bounce off the wall. Maggio and Leadfoot and others making aggressive moves going into the first corner. And here he is. Here's your pick, DRM. Glenna has emerged
I'm telling you.
into that top pack.
He's a young driver with a lot of talent to bring, and you know what? I'm telling you, these guys who have been in this league for a while better watch out, because I'm telling you, he's the next best thing since sliced bread.
Jerry moving to the top side. He's trying to make that top side work. And a lot of times you get caught up in wrecks trying to make that happen. But I'm like him, I try to make anything work. Right now it's early, and Giraffe gets almost spun down into the inside retaining wall by Glenn, I believe that was. How about Magnus? Magnus to the front. And that final pit window.
Massive wreck there.
Oh, we got a crash.
Oh, he got wrecked into the pit lane. Bulldogs. Got pushed right into the pit lane.
We've seen that so many times. Maggio was involved in it as well. That happened on the back straightaway out of my field of view. Good thing we have Mr. Daniel down there. Right in front of him.
Into the slowdown strips.
That's really unfortunate because I don't think they're calling a yellow for that. So we'll have to see how those guys can recover, and it's always frustrating when you get spun down pit lane.
Yeah, he's back there by himself. Bulldogs.
It looks like there is a caution. So that's going to give these guys that opportunity to get back up there, and a pit window coming at lap 75. They're currently on lap number 70. Getting down
right now, quick lap check. We got lap check with it 23.639.
Like Jack bringing the heat. He's been up front all night, so watch out for him. But we're, like I was about to say, we're getting down to the nitty gritty, guys. It's all bets are off until that caution free flies on lap 90. So, I mean, I'm looking at some guys in here. I'm looking at Jeremy, definitely strong at these types of tracks. Won at Darlington earlier in the season, very similar to this track. Uh-oh. The commentator falls off of his perch because his controller is broken.
Rip.
And here we go. Magnus paces it, hits the gas, green flag once again. As the glaring sun shines down upon this racetrack, one car goes around on the restart. Ah, poor ride. Yet another frustrating incident for him, and he's not going to catch a caution for that. First of all, he's the only one, and plus it wasn't past the first lap of a restart. As Magnus goes, controls his car, and looks like he's going to come back up on the track safe. And this pack is roaring down the back straightaway. Oh, it's tight coming off of turn 4. If they don't wreck like this, I don't know. I don't know how they couldn't wreck like this. And a couple laps until we see our final pit window of the night open up. So how are these guys going to play out? Do you pit immediately or do you wait?
I say, with how close everything is, you'd want to wait for a caution.
I think that's probably right. Take a look at Maggio. In the back, he's sitting 21st place right now. Moving back up. And he'll get there. He's latched right onto the edge of that pack. So he should be able to get there in no time. And here we go. Final stops of the night. Coming your way, Daniel.
Alright, we got front pack pitting, Love, Gamerstick, DJ, DMX, AK, or AJ, B. Halverson, Power Jeremy, and Cameron Joss, Blackjack. Big pack just pitted it.
That's about half of the field just split in two on that pit stop here. Let's see what these guys that are left, let's see what they're gonna do here. Looks like some of them do come down.
We got a few of them pitting, yep. Giraffe, Captain, Mouse Cop, Ace, Glenn, Goodfella, Magnus, and
Oh,
Interesting decision by Maggio there to stay out. We'll touch up on that in a few seconds. But the packs are converging here.
looks like there were some troubles, a lot of
Oh, contact
bumping
on
along
the
the
push.
way.
Jeremy moves out of the way, try to avoid contact
Maggio,
there.
Bulldogs, Boosty, and Leadfoot just hit it.
See how they circle around. Looks like they will converge here. Oh, this is when it gets dangerous. Good fella. Oh, we got cars going around. One goes upside down. I believe it was Halverson once again. Wow. And that probably will bring out the yellow. Maggio was involved. Goodfellow was involved. And we'll see if they do indeed throw the caution. Oh, AJK gets into Jeremy, saves it. Oh, we got a crash coming after the line. Leadfoot and Boost
Wow,
and
they're
Good.
wrecking now.
Oh man, this is. And we got just about 12 laps until we go caution free, and time again we see these late race restarts jumble up the field, and that's when the craziness happens. And it looks like they'll go single file, try to sort out the pits here. A few guys may have stayed out, so we'll get that situated. But tracks like these, we've seen so many races come down to a late race restart. And sometimes we see experience pay off more often than not. I mean, I'm looking at guys like DLJ to maybe take advantage of that.
You know, he's the highest picked person to win this race from the fan base.
Don't look now, but my pick, Jeremy. He's sitting in the lead right now, and he really knows how to work the field here late in these races, especially after these late restarts when everything's packed up. So
It's been a while since he won a race.
Actually, it hasn't. He won earlier in the season. He won at Darlington.
Oh, he did?
And here we go. Will this be the last restart we see? Probably not. Green flag back in the air. They'll see lap number 80. DMX looking for the lead. He's hitting on a pretty big winless streak dating back to Talladega Season 2. And one thing this caution is going to give an opportunity is to that man in the number 19 machine, Ride. Wrecked on the first lap of the last restart. Let's see what he can do. Try to get himself back in position here.
Oh, hold on here. Something. Possibly rule violation. It looks as if Hammerman has underglow in his car.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's going to be a violation there, guys. No underglow allowed here in TNS.
He's probably shitting his pants right now.
Part of what we apologize for DRM's language. But, yeah. Part of the new rule set for this season at TNS. Hot ring steelies mandatory and no underglow.
Now, do we know if this problem has
That's
been
why there's no
addressed yet?
underglow allowed?
Um,
Is it a cosmetic thing?
Well, part of what we have also interviewed Jeremy on is they want to remove anything that could possibly even give the most minor, should you say, advantage to somebody. He said that it's not even confirmed that underglow helps you, but given that there's the stigma around it that it may be beneficial, they have elected to remove
I
it.
have heard of that. Yeah, I have
Because
heard of that, yes.
Along with that, they have all made it so that hot ring steelies are the required tire unless otherwise notified by TNS.
Understood.
And here we go. The whole field seems to be pretty much staying together. We got two cars that are in the back. That's Halverson, who had a hiccup, it looks like. And he is with Dude Molisher. The lap's winding down here at Thrilla at Zilla, and we'll remind you, next week we'll be right back here on the Roval. Stay tuned, we'll be back with you. Gamerstig to the lead. Blackjack right behind him. It's been a while since he's gone to victory lane as well. Won the very first TNS race ever. Looking to get back there. Love to the front. Oh, DLJ gets some contact from Gamerstig. Bounces into Jeremy. They hang on to it. Oh, we got some cars going around. Glenna, oh, he gets
Looks like
huge contact from Hammerman, and Fat gets collected.
Lena may have accidentally come off the bumper of Captain, so we'll have to see what happened from that.
Check out the replays post-race. The penalties arise from that. But we got a car spinning into the sign. The ammunition sign. Josh.
Oh.
I think he got the checkpoint. Josh flies to the ammunition sign. They're going to have to repair that.
Hurt him in the point standings.
I believe that was off
You get
the...
extra points for that.
That was off the bumper of Maggio. Yeah, and I agree.
Apologies.
This is definitely hitting up to be some race. You thought it was exciting at the beginning. Well, folks, it's about to get even more exciting.
It's getting ready to pick up here because they're a couple laps away from hitting caution free. They're going to go green here on lap number 88 and only have one lap to call a caution. So this very well could be our final restart of the night. And it's got to be important for the guys in the back to stay calm, stay careful, keep a cool head, and try to avoid the chaos.
Oh, definitely.
Here we go. Jeremy and DLJ on the front row here. Green flag is back in the air. It's easy to screw up on this restart here, so we'll have to see how these guys handle it.
I tell you what, I don't think this is going to be a last caution. We'll see.
And one thing we're going to start seeing is we're going to see guys drift all the way to the bottom, because this is the type of track where it's probably going to be beneficial to hold that bottom.
Boost around.
Oh no! Bulldogs goes around. Oh, we got a crash! Heavy crash down the front stretch. Blackjack goes. Stig upside down.
Oh, it's the big one. It's the big one.
It is the big one, and I believe that's going to bring out our final yellow of the night. I believe that happened on lap number 89. We'll see if they race it down and call a caution. If not, that's going to be pretty unfortunate. But it looks like
devastating wreck.
That will be our final yellow of the night. And Bulldogs is going to be able to hit that big reset button. He'd just gone a lap down. I think he even maybe pulled it off and said he was done, but he's going to have another crack at it. Maybe luck is on his side tonight. We never know. He's going to have to restart out back, so he'll have...
Looks like AJK pulling it off. Possibly.
Yeah, Giraffe sitting back
or
there.
maybe doing a repair. He grabbed the repair. We'll be going back out on the track.
Boost in the back with Bulldogs. They got into it there. But here we go, guys. This is what we expected. Saw it at Dega.
So
saw it at Roval
this
Raceway.
What is our next picks? Who do we believe will make it to win?
I still got Jeremy. He knows how to hold the bottom, and he knows how to protect and get these wins at these types of races. Of course, DLJ's right up there with him. Here we go. Green flag.
I think
Final one
I'm
of
gonna
the
change
night.
my pick from Maggio. I'm gonna change it to Giraffe. He's very hungry for a win. In fact, I do believe he is currently winless, and this would be a really good one. He's been up there a lot. And I think he may have a strong showing here.
A lot of guys up at the front due for wins.
I'm gonna still go with my young gun, Glenna.
Here we go. Look at them start drifting to the bottom. 4 wide for the lead. And remember, a wreck happens here. No chance at a caution.
Ride is in the wall. Looks like Hammer waiting. Very unfortunate.
Unfortunate for Ride. Looks like Hammer's going to pull it off. That's Blackjack, actually, who we got into it with. Blackjack had such a good run going. Unfortunate for him, but the race is still on. Couple of guys in the back losing the draft. Lap number 93. As we got a... Oh, man. Oh, someone comes up into Leadfoot. Maggio goes around. It all started when Leadfoot, or rather Gamerstig, came up into Leadfoot. And that's unfortunate. Oh, Ride gets loose on the apron there. Oh, we got more crashing. One car upside down, heavy crash. Oh, Dude Molisher gets slammed. Unfortunate for a lot of those guys in the back. That took out some heavy hitters. Gamerstig involved in that one again. We'll have to take a look at it after the race, but that's going to leave a smaller front pack. And how about Fat in the back all race long, at the front contending for a win now?
Why not also up there?
Gamerstig's going to look for it again. Love to the point. That would have been an insane finish right there.
Meanwhile, looks like Boost and DJ desperately trying to catch the pack. Who knows if they will make it?
Glenna looking for his second career win, won in fantastic fashion just a couple weeks at Talladega. Can he do it again? Coming down to lap number 97. That'll be 3 laps remaining.
I'm telling you, these guys just
Ride's going around. Off of the bumper of Jeremy. Oh, one car going down pit lane. Fat. More cars.
Right into pit lane, yep.
More cars losing the draft. Here we go. Coming down to 2 laps to go. As this front 5 or 6 drivers are going to try to pull away from the rest. Josh, can he get his first career win? He's been trying and trying for many seasons. And here we go. Coming out of turn 4. They'll see the white flag, 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Love leads at the line. And on to the back straightaway for one final shot. Who's going to come home the victor? Here's Gamerstig, gets around Love for the lead. Magnus shoots to 3rd, coming off of the final corner. To the bottom goes Gamerstig, but Love on the top side gets the checkered flag. He wins for the second time in his career at Thrilla at Zilla, and the rest file in.
And that is going to help him get some points to pass Gamerstig and hopefully pass Adder for 3rd place.
Big move on the outside. Big move on the outside for the win.
23.639.
Looks like he'll be locking up one of those top 5 captain spots.
What a race, guys. I mean, hate it for all those guys that wrecked late in the going, but we expect to see that in these types of races, so I'm pretty certain there's going to be a lot to sort out here for the stewards, or the Senate, rather, after this one.
Especially with the Hammerman underglow.
Well, that was exciting, man. Thanks for having me.
We've enjoyed to have you here. Daniel, let's see if we can go talk to our race winner. Love, it's Vapid up here in the Lyra Sports booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
How about that win, baby? Got it with the outside pass. What'd you do to make it happen?
Dude, I knew I needed that slipstream in that 3rd turn. I could get the run off the exit and pass him. And thankfully he went low and it kind of killed his momentum a little bit, so got moved on the outside.
Well, you finally didn't win either the first or last race of the season, but I hate to tell you, you repeated here at Thrilla at Zilla.
I know, I need to get some new track wins, hopefully next week, looking like a new track, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Add to that.
We got Phoenix coming up in a couple weeks too. Thanks for talking with us, and congratulations on that win.
Thank you. Have a good one.
My, guys. We've seen it all here tonight. Thanks for joining us, of course, DRM and Gamerboy. And of course Daniel, who's joining our coverage from now on, for hopefully from now on.
That was awesome. That was amazing. I'm glad to be part of it.
But final takeaways, love getting the checkered flag. A lot of guys wrecked on caution free. What do you make of it?
I tell you what, you can make a lot of things out of it, but I tell you one thing, you can't complain. That was excellent racing. Props to all the drivers out there. Raced phenomenal.
I knew Love was going to win it from the beginning. I had no doubt.
Well, good thing you didn't mention it, because it probably would have jinxed him. No, but...
No, that was a close finish. That was a very close finish right there.
That was that...
Gamer is pissed.
That was a textbook outside pass for the win by Love. He's been there before, and experience paid off for him. But, thanks for tuning in, for those that did. Giraffe has some differing opinions on the end of the race. That's to be expected. I probably would think the same thing if I was out on the track. But a good job to Love, and we'll see you next week right back here from the POW Zilla Roval.